Hey guys, Kaz here, and today I'm going to be talking about all of the books that I hold in August. You will have seen a lot of these already if you watched my wrap up, if you watched my comic vlog, but I'll go through those quickly. I picked up a lot of things, all of them are comics, not all of them are from that, but let's just jump straight into it. First of all, the first thing I got was The Worst Journey in the World, Part 1 graphic novel by Sarah Aries, and then The Worst Journey in the World is by Apsley Cherry Garrard. This is a non-fiction. Apsley Cherry Garrard was a part of the Scott Polar expedition, and he wrote the book The Worst Journey in the World, and this is an adaptation into a comic. So if you watched, I know I'm like the MCU telling you about all of these things that you could have already watched, and we'll link to this, but if you watched my most recent Media Monday, you'd have heard me talking about the Scott Polar Institute Museum, because I went there in Cambridge and this is something that I bought from the museum, and it's part 1. I think the woman on the till said there's going to be 4 parts, so I'll have to just randomly go back to Cambridge and go back to the Scott Institute, Polar Institute several times. Here's a sort of artwork in here. But yeah, I thought it was just a really cool, interesting thing to have. And at the same time, I picked up this little notebook slash sketchbook, whatever. It's got plain paper in it, and it's got this cool picture on the front. But yeah. One day I went into Nottingham and I went to Nottingham Castle. I went and had food by myself in a restaurant because, you know, sometimes you just gotta enjoy yourself, enjoy your own company. And on that day I went to Page 44, which is a local comic shop, and I actually bought 2 things. Now, I'm very much team buy everything secondhand because it's super cheap, but I'm also team look after the little guy. So I was in Page 44, I was like, you know what, I want to support them, they're an independent comics shop, and I did actually buy things for full price, imagine that. So one of the things I picked up was Something is Killing the Children Volume 3. I've read Volume 1, I own number 2. So obviously pick up number 3. It's a series that I've been enjoying. I say I have been enjoying, I've read 1 volume. But yeah, this is a series about these weird monsters that only kids can see and trying to stop them. Ish. Shall I show you the artwork in here? I don't want to because it might spoil it for me. I don't want to even look at what's going on in here because I've not read number 2. So instead I'm just going to show you the artwork in Volume 1 and hope that it's the same. Here we go. Here's the artwork. Ooh, creepy stuff happening. And then the other thing I picked up in Page 44 was Lightfall, Volume 3, The Dark Times by Tim Probert. Lightfall is a series that I really enjoy. I've not read number 3 yet, and I don't know why because I've had it like a month now. I want to reread Volume 1 and 2 first though. This is just an absolutely adorable tale, and it's about this girl whose grandfather goes missing on a trip to get somewhere from A to B, and it doesn't get to B, so she goes out on a quest to try and figure out where he is with this weird creature guy thing. So here's Volume 1. She goes out with this guy, the Goldrian, the last of his kind. And then there's a little cat familiar and everything. It's just really good and it's really cute, and the artwork's amazing. I'm going to show you it again from Volume 1 so there's no spoilers. But it's just absolutely adorable. And I can't wait to read Volume 3. I really need to read it. Like I say, I want to reread the other 2 first. But yeah, amazing series. Now we'll head on over to a message for one of the spawns, and then I'll come back with all of the stuff that you've already possibly seen, but just quickly show you again because it's my haul. So, super quickly, I'm going to go through these. A lot of them are from my wrap-up, but I know like 4 of them I've not read yet. So, super quickly, I got Postal Volume 1. This is about a town where there was no murders for 25 years, and then there's a murder, and like, what is going on? Pretty Deadly Volume 1. This is a fantasy western, and weird stuff's happening, and there's death, and there's people after the characters, and it's really good. Graveyard Wars Volume 1. This is about people that can get the aspects of other people that have died by getting some of their graveyard dirt and having it in a vial around their necks. And then it's also about this family and like stuff's kicking off. Bitch Planet Volume 1. This is about a planet that women are sent to when they are not doing what they're told that they have to do. And then also there's some sports involved. I Go Quiet by David Ouimet. This is a picture book and it's about being an introvert and being quiet and trying to find out who you are and how you exist in the world. Revival Volume 1. This is about a town where the recently deceased start coming back to life and they don't know why, they don't know what's going on. Some of the people are coming back normal, some of them are coming back a little bit different. We have Why My Cat Is More Impressive Than Your Baby by The Oatmeal. This is a comic book and it's just loads of little comics about cats. There's also a few other bits and pieces thrown in here. There's other animals, there's just like random bits and bobs. And it's funny. Outcast Volume 1. This is about demon possession and specifically this one guy who's different people around him have been possessed throughout his life and is sort of figuring out now that that's happening. And also exorcisms. Trees Volume 1. This one is a science fiction about these weird alien things, tree trunk things that have come to Earth and they're just sort of there existing and like what the shit's going on, you know. And it's told from different people all across the world that are living near said alien things. Alex and Ada Volume 1. This is about a guy existing his life day in day out and then getting an AI robot person woman thing in his life. And yeah, talking about consciousness and robots and technology. American Vampire Volume 1. This is about vampires in the 1920s and I don't really know much more than that because I've not read this one yet. I think it's different stories though, like different individual stories. Sandman Volume 7. Won't really talk about this one much, but it's about Dream Dude. I don't know, I've read the first one, I've not read any of the other ones, but yeah, randomly Volume 7. And then last but not least I have Fables Volume 3 and Volume 5. This is about a place that has all of the not fantasy, not fairy tale creatures, people in it existing but adult. And there we go, that was a super quick fire haul, but yeah, most of these I have talked about already, most specifically in my reading the first volumes of comics vlog, so check that out if you want to hear more ish. But yeah, let me know down below anything that you picked up in August, if you've read any of these. What's your favourite comic? Have I read it? Is it, give me a recommendation if you want. I read all sorts of stuff. I know most of these are like sci-fi, horror, fantasy, but I read all the stuff. But yeah, do the things if you want, like if you want, comment if you want, subscribe if you want, but only if you want. And yeah, I will see you in a few days with another video.